So you have tried the 5 a.m. routine, the color-coded planner, the productivity app that promised to fix your brain. You followed it perfectly for 4 days. By the 5th day, you're back staring at your to-do list. And you think that there's something terribly wrong with you. Here's the actual truth. There's nothing wrong with you. There's not a discipline problem. There's nothing wrong with the willpower, your character. What's wrong is actually the model that you're working on. So every mainstream productivity system is built on one of the assumptions that your brain is a machine that performs the same way every single day, as long as you put the right input. Now, that assumption is false for every human being, and especially false if you're a woman whose nervous system and hormones are never running a flat line. So by the end of this video, you will understand why productivity attempts keep collapsing, what's actually happening with your body when you do that, and that one shift that changes everything, regulating before you can optimize. This is a safe space where we talk all about mental health, well-being, productivity, especially if you're a woman. And I am Renuka. I'm a counseling psychologist, and the pattern I see most in high-functioning women isn't laziness. It's a nervous system that's stuck in survival mode, dressed up as a woman who still gets everything done. And I have been that high-functioning woman for the longest time I can remember. So let's talk about what survival mode actually means. Your autonomic nervous system has 3 broad states, okay? So the first state is the ventral vagal. This is your safe, connected, socially engaged state. This is the only state where genuine focus, creativity, sustainability output really lives. The second state is the sympathetic activation, the fight or flight. It's the urgency, the adrenaline, the cortisol. You can absolutely get things done here, but it is a borrowed energy. It runs out, and it runs out at a cost. And the third is the dorsal vagal. It's the shutdown, freeze, collapse. This is your Sunday, which you think that you will do a lot of things, but you end up just scrolling on your couch. And in the end, you hate yourself for doing all of that. Most productivity systems are secretly sympathetic state system. Urgency, deadline, hustle. Just push through. They work, but briefly, because sympathetic activation can produce a burst of output, but your body cannot live there. Eventually, it either burns you into anxiety or it drops to the freeze state, the shutdown, the days when nothing gets done, no matter how good your planner is. And this is why the system isn't the problem. It's the state that you are in trying to use that system is the problem. So what does it look like to regulate before you can optimize? It means before you even open your task list, you check in with your body for 10 seconds. Are you clenched? Are you having shallow breath? Are you braced? That is sympathetic. Are you numb, foggy, hard to locate? That's your dorsal. And neither of these states can execute a thoughtful, sustainable plan. So the first task of your day isn't actually a task at all. It's your down regulation practice. A long exhale, a few minutes of sunlight, feet on the floor, short first 10 minutes instead of an urgent one. And that is the reason why I tell all of my clients, and actually my own life changed when I started having a slow morning routine. Instead of rushing, gulping through the breakfast, I would be intentional for the first part of my morning. Even just at the edge, once you're in the ventral vagal, the same to-do list becomes achievable in a completely different way. And that's not because the list has changed. It's because the operating system that is running it has changed. So here's your takeaway. Stop asking what system will finally make me productive. Instead of that, start asking, what state is my nervous system is in right now? And think of your body as different from yourself. Your body is like a car that you need to take care of. Once you check your system is in which state, you provide it with whatever it needs. Because that question asked daily will do more to your output than any planner you ever bought. If this reframe landed, the rest of this series goes deeper into your hormonal cycle, your attachment styles, your childhood patterns that taught your nervous system what is worthy of rest even means. So subscribe if you want to keep working with your biology instead of against it. And tell me in the comments, are you in sympathetic or dorsal? Which state do you live in the most? Because for the longest time, I know rest seemed like something I don't deserve. And I would stay in the sympathetic or the dorsal state all the time. I would have an outburst of productivity and then a long period of rest to cope with my burnout. And the reason is this. I hope you like the video. I will see you next time in my next video. Until then, bye-bye.